today has a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Vols ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Cook. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
From the gun, running back gets to give. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of
open field on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll give it to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it. Taking it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your...
Makes a grab past the marker.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Into the
now, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Vols will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got a little space. No, we got loose. He's now up to 83 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They want to run this quarterback. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it down. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Rushes on him. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Vols send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. Bulldozes his way through. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Volunteers are on the move. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're going to run it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Indiana! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fernandez. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have had to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got a man, it's Moffitt. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.